Hey there, grades 4 and 5. Welcome to our week 6, continuing a little bit of work in the Chrome Music Lab, and this week getting to know a bit more about SONGMAKER. Now, I think you explored this last time and you have a pretty good feel for it already, so we'll mention a couple things here, but then I want you to know what we're looking for in this week's assignment. So as a very quick overview, your controls down here on the bottom, these are going to be your tones down here, your marimba or piano, string, woodwind, and synthesizer tones are going to cover all of the sounds that you make in the upper part of the screen. And then your different drum tones down here, whether you want to do it on wood blocks, a drum set, congas, or some electronic drums, those control the tones that you get down here in this area for your drum sounds. Tempo is another word for speed, so you can move this to change your speed. 120 is a pretty standard speed, so we'll leave it around there. Microphone isn't an activity that we're going to use, but it can help you to set certain tones if you're singing certain tones. Settings is going to be the first place that I want us to begin, because for grades 4 and 5, we are going to make your song a little bit longer. So the first thing I want you to do is go to Settings and increase the length of your song to 8 bars. We're sticking with our magic number 4 here, and you guys have 2 sets of 4. Everything else can stay the same, and we go back, and what you'll see now is that your song is now 8 measures or 8 bars long. Okay, so we've got a little bit longer space to fill to create your song this week. Okay, that's going to be very important. I'm looking for that in all of the grade 4 and grade 5 assignments, that your song is 8 measures long. So make sure you make that adjustment in the settings first thing. Okay, once you've done that, you're pretty much ready to begin. What I would recommend is you work from the bottom up, that you get your drum idea together first. Then we're looking for 2 different melodic ideas on top. So you can see that there are 2 sections here, this lower section divided by the thick blue line here, and then the upper section. Think of this as your bass melody and your lead melody. So we're looking again for every song here should have 3 parts. It should have a drum part down here, it should have a bass melody down here, and then it should have your lead melody on top. So make sure you're working towards making 3 parts that will all fit together. So if I start from the beginning and I come up with maybe my drum part first, and I have my bass and my snare, this is going to be fairly repetitive. You don't have to be too you don't have to come up with too many variations in your drum part. So we might want to keep something pretty consistent going on through there. Then we can come up with our bass melody that's going to happen again in this lower area. This can also be something relatively simple. Maybe I want to have something a little bit repetitive, and I do that for maybe 2 measures. And then I come up with something a little bit different, and I add that in. Okay, and I've started to get my song together. Remember, I'm going to need to fill 8 measures here, so keep a nice full melody in mind. Once I have that, and I like the sound of it, then I'm ready to add the top melody on top of that. You can also, if you notice, you've got your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and the next section starts again on do, re, mi, fa, so, and continuing up. So that might help you to figure out what you're trying to do with your melody. You can also just experiment by having your ear guide you into the last part of your melody. Okay, so then I come up with my next part of the melody that I like through here. And once I have done that for the whole 8 measures, I've completed my piece. Okay, so here's my 3-part song, and I'm starting to put all of the pieces together. Now, once you have finished your song, the way to hand it in to me at the very end is to save it. Click on Save, and it's going to give you the link that I can get to your song. So go ahead and copy that link, and then once you've copied it, you're going to email it to me so I can listen to your song and check you off as having finished your assignment number 6. So you copy your link, and then take it into the email, find Mr. Derek's email, and you can just paste that right in to your email and you're done. Okay, send me your link and you will be all finished with your assignment number 6. If you have questions, please email me. Again, make sure that your song, you've adjusted the settings to 8 measures and you have the 3 parts that are active throughout the whole thing. Thank you so much. Good luck. Happy songwriting and looking forward to hearing your pieces.